A fully loaded jumbo jet weighs about 400 tons. That is 300 cars welded into one machine, climbing 6 miles into the sky. Nothing holds it up there. No cable, no track, no trick. Just air, the same invisible stuff you are breathing right now. Today we slice a wing open in mid-flight and watch what the air is actually doing. Because how planes fly is simpler and stranger than what you were taught in school. Start with the part we forget. Air is not nothing. It is a fluid, like water, just thinner. 1 cubic meter of it, a box the size of a washing machine, weighs about 1.2 kilograms. A plane moving at 500 miles per hour is plowing through tons of this stuff every second. And anything with mass can push back. That is the whole secret. Flight is not magic. It is air getting shoved. Slice the wing open and you find a shape called an airfoil. The front edge is rounded and blunt. The back edge tapers to a knife. The top surface bulges upward in a long, smooth curve, while the bottom stays flatter. Nothing about it is decoration. Every line is there to do one job. Take the air rushing at the front and send it away in a new direction at the back, without tearing the flow apart. The wing also meets the air at a slight tilt, called the angle of attack. Picture holding your hand out of a car window, palm flat, then tipping your fingers up a few degrees. The wind catches the underside and your hand wants to rise. A wing does the same thing, just with better manners. A few degrees of tilt, held steady, turns a flat slab of aluminum into a machine for redirecting a river of air. Here is the strange part. Air does not just bounce off the bottom, it clings to the top too. Flowing air tends to follow a curved surface, the way water bends around the back of a spoon held under a faucet. So the stream over the wing hugs that long upper curve, bending downward as it leaves the trailing edge. Above and below, the wing is doing the same thing, taking level air and aiming it toward the ground. Now apply the oldest rule in physics. Push on something and it pushes back, equal and opposite. The wing grabs tons of air every second and throws it downward. The air pushing back shoves the wing upward. That upward shove is lift. You can see the evidence behind any large jet. A wide sheet of descending air called downwash, strong enough to rock a small plane that strays too close. The airplane stays up because the air goes down. There is a second way to tell the same story. As air sweeps over that curved top, it speeds up. And in a flowing fluid, faster air means lower pressure. A rule named for Bernoulli, spelled Bernolli. So the air above the wing pushes down only weakly, while the slower, higher pressure air below pushes up hard. The imbalance squeezes the wing toward the sky. Pressure and push down air are not two forces. They are two views of one event. You may have learned it differently. Air splits at the front, and the top stream must race to reunite with the bottom stream, so it goes faster. That story is wrong. The two streams never reunite. In wind tunnel footage, the air over the top arrives at the back first, far ahead of its partner below. It is faster, yes, but not because of any appointment. Wings do not need the myth. The curve and the tilt are enough. Zoom out, and the whole airplane becomes a tug-of-war between four forces. Lift pulls up, weight pulls down, thrust from the engines pulls forward. Drag, the air's friction and resistance, pulls back. In level cruise, they balance perfectly. Lift equals weight, thrust equals drag, and the plane glides along a knife edge of equilibrium. Every climb, descent, and turn you have ever felt was a pilot quietly tipping that balance, one small nudge at a time. Lift has a price, and the price is speed. Double your speed through the air, and lift does not double, it quadruples, because lift grows with the square of speed. That is why runways stretch for 2 miles. A heavy jet must reach roughly 180 miles per hour before the air pushing on its wings finally outweighs the aircraft itself. Watch the nose lift at that moment. Nothing changed but speed. The air simply got strong enough. Tilt the wing too far though, and the deal breaks. Past about 15 degrees, the air can no longer hug that upper curve. The flow tears away, tumbling into a churn of useless swirls. Lift collapses in an instant. Pilots call it a stall, and it has nothing to do with the engines. The wing itself has quit. The fix is almost insulting in its simplicity. Lower the nose, let the air reattach, and fly again. Watch a wing during landing and you will see it transform. Panels slide back and curl down from the trailing edge. Flaps, slats creep forward from the leading edge. Together they make the wing bigger and more curved, so it can bend the air harder at low speed. That is the trade: more lift, more drag, slower flight. The plane that crossed an ocean at 500 miles per hour can now touch down at a gentle crawl. So run the chain one more time. Air is stuff, a fluid with real mass. The airfoil shape and a small angle of attack meet it head-on. The flow hugs the curve and bends downward. Pushed down air shoves the wing up, while the pressure gap above and below squeezes in the same direction. Speed multiplies the force, flaps reshape it, and too much tilt stalls it. Lift balances weight, thrust balances drag, and 400 tons cruises on thin air. Next time you are in a window seat, watch the wing instead of the ground. It will flex, shift, and quietly rearrange the sky on your behalf. Nothing up there is magic. It is just air with nowhere else to go. If this made flight feel a little less mysterious and a little more amazing, subscribe. The Cutaway will see you in the next one.